know about this church that's very important, that sticks out in your mind, that you think makes it unique or special?
Well, this church was a very important part of the community. Many of the members at this church lived in the community, and so this church is important to the community for what it used to give to the community.
What makes it different from all the other churches, would you say, in the area or anywhere?
What makes it unique and different is that the people that attend this church are from the community, so this community means a lot to them.
Obviously today's President's Day, it's Black History Month. Why do you think it's so important to talk about African American history and talking about that and keep that conversation going on days like today and during Black History Month?
African American history is important every day because for our communities we need to know the contributions that we've made to society to give the community hope. Our communities are suffering because our communities believe somewhat that there is no hope. And so to instill and teach the history of our communities gives the people of the community hope.
Hope for what?
Hope for life, hope to survive, hope to become anything they can become. We just celebrated a couple of weeks ago the unveiling or our founder, Richard Allen. We commemorated his stamp a couple of weeks ago, and that's important for our community. It's important for our church that our founder is being celebrated and our founder is being recognized at a time like this.
And I understand that you guys are also celebrating an important anniversary this year on
Yes,
the church?
157 years.
Wow. That's pretty unbelievable. I mean, are you guys doing anything special for that?
We have a whole month planned. Our committee just unveiled what we're going to be doing yesterday in church. So every weekend in the month of April, we will be celebrating our 157th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. And so this actually is the oldest church in Kansas City, Kansas?
It's one of the oldest church. Our church also began with First Baptist Church. We were once one church and then we split. So we share with First Baptist 157 years in this community.
So is that the oldest church in the state of Kansas or just in the area, do you know?
I'm not sure. I believe it's one of the oldest churches in the community though.
Okay. Is there anything I didn't ask you or something you feel like is important to this story that I wouldn't know to ask you, or just something you think would be beneficial to President's Day or Black History Month?
Well, our church is still trying to be relevant in the community. Our community's been suffering, like I said, with hopelessness, and our church is here to let the community know there is hope, and the hope is found in Jesus Christ. And so that's what our church is striving to do, is to remind them of the history of where we've been, but also to be relevant today, that we just don't live in the history, but we also live in the present based on what we've been through in times past.
So you think the fact that it's been around as long as it has kind of says something like that?
It does say something. It does say something. It says we are still here and we're not going anywhere. I think Jesus had said it best when he said, "Upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail." So the church is still here in spite of all of the things that the communities are going through.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I have for you. Is there
Thank
anything
you.
I didn't ask you that you'd like to